All right, guys. It's day 87, and I'm not going to lift today. From doing chest yesterday, I'm pretty sore, and I don't doing shoulders right after chest. I mean, I guess I could have done back today or whatever, but I part of this learning process, part of this experience is knowing that I have to take rests, and I know that you know it's kind of I have not been taking enough rest, and I noticed I've been taking more lately. Like I took one earlier in the week, and then I took one. I've been taking at least one or two a week, lately, and I notice a big difference as far as you know the way I'm looking and the way I feel. I have way more energy. Like you have to let your energy build back up, and there's a lot of things that go into it. So instead of doing like a half-assed workout today, and I'm sore and I'm tired, I'm just gonna take a rest day. I'm gonna take a nice shower and you know kind of just relax today. It's Saturday, so I'm gonna get some other stuff done that I need to get done around the house and with the kids and everything, and then I can come back hard tomorrow and give it the best that I have, which is what it's all about, I guess. You're not supposed to do a half-assed workout. So with that being said, I'm down to 197.8 again. It's the magic number. Uh, I I did 6 miles last night, jogging. So I'll put that in the beginning so you see it. But so I got that done. I'm really, like I said, I'm not depriving myself of food. I think I had like 2,400 calories or something like that yesterday, and I still lost 2.5 pounds overnight. Or no, I'm sorry, I only lost 1.2 pounds overnight, I believe. I was 199 yesterday, so what would that be? Yeah, so like a pound and a half overnight. But it's it's gonna go up and down. It's not like it is scientific, but then again, you have to account of how much water you had and all that. And, basically, what I've been trying to do, what my routine has been, is I used to jog first thing in the morning or walk first thing in the morning, and then I would lift after that. I've been lifting morning or afternoon. I mean, I don't know. I can't really say that because it's different. Like I lifted the other night. At night I didn't get the video out to you guys till like midnight. So it's different every day. But on a good day, I like to walk and jog in the evening because I can see how much I ate and I know what my calories are at. And if I have like a cheat meal in there and I'm hungry, if I still have an appetite and I eat a little more and I'm like over by 500 calories or so, then I know how far I have to walk that night or jog that night. And it's tough right now in PA because it's been like, those of you that live in PA will understand, it's been like 2 degrees out, and when the wind's blowing, like your face, you get like windburn. I mean, when you're out there, even just breathing is weird. Like you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like you're on top of Mount Everest. It's crazy. So, trying to get 6 miles in and pushing yourself to do that is kind of a rough thing to do, but it is what it is. I mean, I could buy an exercise bike or a treadmill. I mean, as you can see, like I don't have much space to put a treadmill down here. I'm not going to put it in the middle of the floor where I hang out at, So I just walk outside, man. I mean, I like the fresh air. I like to go somewhere. I don't like to stand in place and stare at the wall and not get anywhere. I like to listen to music. I like the scenery of being outside, whether it's cold or hot. I mean, it doesn't. I'd rather it be cold than hot. Actually, I hate being overheated. I hate walking in 100-degree weather. That sucks. So right now, I'm actually enjoying it. I just don't enjoy the windburn, but I'm trying to stay on the same routine. I kind of know what I'm going to weigh the next day when I wake up, depending on what the activity I did that day was, because I'm calculating it down to the calorie every day. I'm treating this as if I was bodybuilding, but I'm doing the opposite. I'm not taking in more meals. I'm taking in 5 meals a day, but they're small meals, low calorie, you know, low carb, high protein meals. So that's the plan. And it's all, like I say every time, man, it's all an experiment. I'm not on here telling you guys, like, you know, do what I'm doing or anything like that. Maybe if I find, like, this is working for me right now, but it might not work in a week. You know, my body might adjust and plateau, and it might be like, hey, you got to try something different. This is all an experiment. I mean, this is all going off of other people's advice. And, like, you know, I use the S Health app on my phone, on my Android. So, like, that helps keep me in check. I mean, it's not 100% accurate. It tracks my steps, and it shows how many calories I burn during the day for my steps, but it doesn't calculate my workouts. And, you know, when I'm done with my workout after lifting for an hour and I'm drenched with sweat, it doesn't factor in how many calories I burnt doing that, which is probably the same as jogging 3 miles. So, like, I'm really burning more than what it says on there, but that's good for me. It just pushes me even further, because I pretend like that doesn't even exist, and I just go off of what it says. So I'm like, okay, well, that gives me extra. So really, I'm like doing extra good on there, and that's why I'm dropping the weight. If I went by what it says on there, I'd probably just maintain. But adding the workouts in and doing these supersets and whatever, that's what's making me drop the weight. Now, I could do the math, and I could add a meal to what I'm doing right now, and then I would probably maintain by doing the workout and everything that I'm doing right now. Just add 500 or 800 calories, and I'd be fine. Because every night when I go to bed, I'm about 900 calories under what I'm supposed to be taking for the amount of calories I burn every day. I'm under 1,000 calories. So really, I could afford to eat. I could eat wings every night right before I go to bed, and I'd be maintaining weight instead of losing it. So, which I've done that a few times, and that's why I was stuck at 200 for a while there. So it's like, it's crazy how you can get it down to a science, down to the calorie and everything. And, you know, I drink about the same amount of water every day, so that factors in too. Now, if I drank a gallon during my workout, I would probably gain a pound. But I don't. I drink about the same whether I work out or I don't. You know, I take mouthfuls of water, just like a swallow, and that's it. Just in between, you know, certain sets. If my mouth's getting dry from me breathing too hard, I just, you know, take a gulp. That's about it. Like, I don't chug my gallon of water or anything like that. I'm not dehydrated. So I watch with that, because, you know, water weight's no joke. You know what I mean? You could really get discouraged in the morning if you weigh 3 or 4 more pounds and it's just water. You know, so I try to be careful with that. Not saying you shouldn't be hydrated. Not saying you should refrain from drinking water. I don't at all. I'm not dying of thirst. I drink the correct amount of water every day. But there's so many things that factor into it. I mean, it's not just water. You need to have sodium. You need to have all these different things that I'm not educated enough on. What I'm doing right now works. It works perfectly, and I'm so thankful that I found it this early in the game. You know, I'm almost 3 months in, and I found what works. So I'm going to keep this going until it doesn't work, and then I'll try something else. But for right now, this works, and it's I feel great. You know, I'm dropping weight. I have energy. I'm getting great workouts. So what do I need to fix? I'm not going to fix something that's not broken. So, you know, that's the problem. People aren't satisfied. They're like, well, I want this quicker. I want it faster, and I want to do this. And they take on more than what they can, and then, like, they get worn out, and they're like, man, you know, this sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. And then they revert back they go 20 steps back, and it's like, well, you should have just stuck with what worked. You know, if you're not starving, if you're not fatigued, if you're not lethargic, and you're not tired, and you're still able to put out this much energy during the day, you can run 6 miles, and you can lift for an hour and a half, and you can eat 20 or 2,000 calories, and you're okay, then stick with it. You know, I'm eating a little more than that. I'm probably eating like 2,400 a day, but, you know, I burn that off. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, guys. Don't take my word for it. This is just me. This is simply me. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm not on. All right, so my camera cut me off. but it's all good. That's just a sign that I need to stop. But I'm just going to throw in there, once again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist or a personal trainer or anything like that. I'm not here to give advice on any of that. This is my personal journey. If you want to check it out, and if someone comes across it that wants to do the same thing that I am, they might have to do things differently. Everyone's going to have to do something a little different. The exact same routine doesn't work for any two people, you know. But it's just motivation, man. I mean, it's as simple as that. Anybody can do it, man. I don't care what situation you're in, or how big you are, or how old you are. Anyone can do it. You just might have to move your things around. You might have to move your diet around differently than me, or your routines differently than me. The times a day, you know, how far you jog. You know, you might, but like, I'm not there yet. As you can see, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? I still have a ways to go, but I'm 3 months in almost, and I feel great. And if I can make anyone else want to do the same thing, then that's what this is for. That's the whole purpose of this. I just want, you know, I want everybody to get what they can out of these videos, you know, whether it's, you know, even if it's, like I said before from the beginning, if it's one person and it inspires somebody to do something, and they want to lift, like if it's a beginner who never lifted before, and they're like, man, you know, like on an arm day, what could you do for arm day with limited amount of weights, you know, like they can watch my routine and they can get a hell of an arm pump with, you know, a dumbbell, and, you know, with a dumbbell, you know. So I mean, it is what it is, guys. I just, you know, I'm getting closer to reaching my goals, and that's all that matters. But I'm gonna cut it at that. I'll be back tomorrow with shoulders, and I hope that hope everyone's doing well, and I hope that you guys get off the couch today and possibly get out and do something. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Thanks for my loyal subscribers. I appreciate that. And I don't know. I get lost for words sometimes because I don't really know what to say. I'm not a fitness, you know, guru or anything like that. As you can see, I'm nowhere near where I need to be. I'm still very much out of shape. So I'm not on here to preach or tell anybody what to do. I'm learning as I go, just as, you know, still I'm learning something new about my body every day. But I'd love to share my advice with you guys, you know, not teach, but just share what I'm going through, and that's it. So if someone comes across this, they can go back and look at my videos and say, you know, well, this is actually what he does every day. This is what he did, and he was able to change. So there's no, like, you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to have all these secret supplements or anything. I don't take any I take protein. I don't take pre-workout. I don't take any other strange, you know, muscle enhancements or anything. It's just, and I don't even drink protein every day. I drink it a few times a week because, you know, protein sometimes makes me constipated, and it makes me full, and then like I actually gain weight from it. But that's just me. That might not be the case with everybody. So you know, if I know I got like a killer workout, I'll take protein just so that it heals my muscles faster and I won't be as sore, which I should have done last night, but I didn't. But that's it, guys. Get off the couch, get up and do something today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and see you tomorrow with shoulders, man. Have a good one.